Hi there. Happy Monday. It's Monday, March 28th, 2022. And you're here because of fire, water, air, and earth. Let's start with our quotes. Let's see here. So, the goal of this all and using the tarot is to understand yourself and to understand the world. Um, because if you can understand yourself, then you can understand your place in the world, and you can understand your interactions with the world. Um, so let's take a look at a quote here from one of the early church fathers of the Catholic Church, and it's Origen. Origen was one of the early church fathers. Um, a lot of wisdom there in those early writings and early debates about what the nature of God, the nature of spirituality, and the nature of worship. Um, let's take a look at what he had to say. He says, "You yourself are even another little world, and have within you the sun and the moon and also the stars." Whoa. Imagine that, an early church father talking about the moon and the sun and the stars. Um, Almost makes me want to think that he might have known a little bit of astrology, but that would be blasphemy, so I won't actually say it. Anyways, think of the way the sun behaves, the way the moon behaves, and the way the stars behave. And then you can know within yourself that those aspects and those behaviors are also in yourself. The sun brings warmth and light and knowledge, and you can put your attention and your consciousness onto a topic, onto a person, and the moon is reflective and is receptive of the light of that sun. So your emotions can be receptive to the light and consciousness of others. So let's take a look at these four cards for fire, water, air, and earth. Okay. For you fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you've got the moon. The moon is about intuition. The moon is about understanding those movements of your soul, or movements of your intuition, or movements of yourself that are kind of below the surface. It's instinct. Um, so be sure to be paying attention to your instincts this week, fire signs, um, and maybe connect to that our own early ancestors on the tree of life. Things like a crawfish there, crawling out of the water, kind of underneath everything, understanding what's going on up above. So be really connected to your internal movements, be really connected to your internal feelings in your body, and in your heart. Um, the wolf and the dog there are also representative of those inner instincts, your animal nature, your mammalian brain, not necessarily the more advanced human brain in forefront here. It's kind of the things that happen underneath that we kind of talk ourselves out of, or convince ourselves otherwise. Um, so it's paying attention to emotions and subtlety this week for you fire signs. For you water signs, we've got the Eight of Pentacles, or the Eight of Discs. This is just get down to work. Get down, nose to the grindstone, do what you got to do. and be happy about it. There's gain that comes out of getting down to work and doing what you need to do. Um, Hone your skills and be joyful. Water signs. Air signs, you've got the King of Rods, or the King of Wands, I should say, and he's reversed. If you take a look at him upright, there he is with his wand moving forward. Um, it's got a few little bit of leaves there. So um, you may be in the beginning stages of something right now. Um, but it's important to keep the vision of where you're going in mind. Um, Maybe you haven't even defined your vision yet. You haven't even defined where you're going yet. If not, then get to it. It's something that's important. If you can define your vision and define where you're going, then you can take the first step. But until then, you're kind of stuck in reverse or stuck where you are. So grab hold of your skills, grab hold of your abilities. Look to the future, set a goal, and move toward it. Air signs. And finally, for you earth signs, you've got the Queen of Rods or Wands. Let's take a look at her upright. Confident, determined, accomplished. You had her reversed. So maybe you're focusing your attentions and your energies on things that aren't necessarily in your wheelhouse. Perhaps you should be reevaluating any steps in something that you might not be a little bit that you might not have a lot of expertise in. Make sure that you're feeling like and looking like the Queen of Wands. Confidence in yourself, confidence in your abilities, um, and not being scared to clap back at someone if they're coming at you, or to assert yourself in any situation. That was it for you, Earth signs. So that's it. It's a really short one today. Hope you enjoyed. Hit like, hit subscribe, check out links in the bio, check out links in the description, and we'll see you again next time. And you